What up? What up? What up? Wait for a few people to pull up in here. Today we will be discussing Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Crawford and how it is unrealistic. So let me make sure I got everything working. All right. All right, let me send out a couple of links real quick. All right, so so recently Terence Crawford just put out a tweet, and let's see, let's pull it up. Okay, first let's start off with there's been a lot of talk about Terence Crawford fighting Canelo. For some reason, Canelo and Crawford has become the biggest fight in boxing. And let's break that down first of all. Canelo fights at the higher weight classes from 168 to 175, right? Uh, Granted, earlier in Canelo's career, he was fighting in those smaller weight classes, 154, 160, right? And back during that time is when a lot of people wanted to fight him. The Charlos wanted to fight him. There was a lot of contenders and challengers at 154 that wanted to fight Canelo. But when he was at that weight class, he didn't fight any of them. So now, for some reason, that Canelo's at 168, it seems like he wants to fight the smaller fighters that wanted to fight him when he was smaller, right? So that's kind of what Canelo's been doing, pulling people up to fight him or whatever, right? But we're not talking about Canelo. I mean, we are talking about Canelo, but we're not talking about that. So after the Earl Spence fight, Terence Crawford made the statement that he wants to fight the winner of Charlo and Canelo. While at first he said he would never go up to those weight classes because, of course, this weight class is for a reason and he's too small. So cool. Then Canelo, hold on, here we go. Stargirl says, how is Crawford versus Canelo unrealistic? Before the Earl versus Crawford fight, Spence versus Canelo was being projected in the future. Yeah, you're right, Stargirl. But Earl Spence did not come from 130. Earl Spence goes down to 147. So, hold on, give me a second. So, essentially, Crawford will be going from 130 all the way up to 168. And it's not even a gradual thing. You're gonna jump three weight classes. That's unrealistic. So fast forward to where we are today. Charlo just moved up two weight classes to fight Canelo, and we all seen how that went. Um, Charlo pretty much went up there. He couldn't deal with the power. I mean, he and Canelo was walking through his power. It was pretty much nothing Charlo can do. And we all see Charlo. He fights. He has knockouts. He has power. He hit Charlo I mean, he hit Canelo with a lot of shots that would have knocked out any other 154 pounder. Give me a second. Hold on. All right. That would have knocked out any other 154 pounder and probably a 160 pounder. So after the fight, people are calling. And of course, Terence Crawford talked about how Charlo was no longer on his hit list, but we're gonna go through all that. But this is what I want to talk about is this tweet right here. Let me pull it up. LOL. What's y'all thoughts on Canelo saying he can make a fight with Spence at 160, but for me, he say I can't make the weight. Wouldn't make a difference. Just a thought. So first of all, why is Terence Crawford? It seems as though he's begging for this Canelo fight because you still have to do the rematch with Earl Spence. Like is you could like everybody just seemed to be completely skipping over that. Like it was a lot of controversy surrounding the first fight. So the second fight is going to be just important as the first fight because of all the controversy surrounding the first fight. So let's talk about the Earl Spence rematch. It almost seemed like you're deflecting because you're talking about going up 3 weight classes to fight Canelo. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. Let's be for real. Charlo 154. He went up 2 weight classes. He had trouble. So and Charlo's a big guy. Charlo's not coming from 130. He could go up to 168 and be competitive, but of course he would have to do it gradually. He would have to get acclimated to the weight and things like that. He wasn't able to do that when he fought Canelo. He just jumped up there and got in the ring and dared to be great, and it went how it went. So, what makes people think that? Do y'all think that Crawford has more power than Charlo? Like realistically, you think Crawford has more power than Charlo? I don't think so. So if Charlo's power did practically little to nothing to Canelo, he literally took his best shots, put his hands down, and walked forward. Why do people think that Terence Crawford can go up 3 weight classes? And I'm gonna go through this, and then I'm gonna drop the link, and I'm gonna let you come up here and give your 2 cents about why you think that, because this is my 2 cents. It's unrealistic. It's unrealistic, and a lot of people want to say skill. It's the skill. It's the skill. The skill. Listen, the skill. What is your skill with no power going to do when you up 3 weight classes? Unless you're just this super exceptional whatever. Let me see. Let me see what some of these comments say. Here we go. The Luke Cool JC26. I believe Crawford versus Canelo will be a great fight. Canelo started at 147. Roberto Duran went up 4 weight classes. Some great fighters break the mold. I believe Crawford is one of those special breeds. But did they do it at one time? Did they go from 1 weight class to 4 weight classes up? And then people got to understand what happens when Canelo. What happens if Canelo beats Terence Crawford? Nothing happens. Now, one thing happened. It's like, why are you? It's to Canelo's like, why are you fighting this little guy? Like, why are you even fighting a 130 pounder, Canelo? Because he's undisputed. We just did the bring the smaller undisputed up to fight the bigger undisputed. We just did that, and we seen how it went. So why would we try that with an even smaller undisputed? That doesn't that like I'm trying to think about this logically. Let's think about this logically. We just had a 2 weight class under undisputed fight the undisputed, right? Didn't go too well. You're gonna bring up a smaller fighter? It doesn't make sense. But Bud is on a snack program. Anything is possible on the snack program. Hey, it's boxing. Now, anything is possible in boxing. That's the truth. Crawford has his focus on Canelo. Crawford is genius when it comes to mind games. Absolutely. Starker, I agree with you on that. He's a genius. And he puts things out so people can talk about him. So he put this out. He literally said, "What are y'all thoughts?" So we're giving our thoughts. He wants to know what we're thinking. What are y'all thoughts? And of course, Canelo will be more willing to make a fight with Spence at 160 because Spence is on his way moving up. Spence at 160 is not out of any type of reason because he's sucking down to 147. Spence actually should probably be fighting at 160. Crawford would have never been fighting at 160. Crawford would have never been fighting. His career would have most likely ended at 154. He never would have been fighting at 160. Roberto Duran came from 135 to 160 to fight Roberto Duran. What? I don't know what you're saying like that. I don't think so either. Power don't win fights, skill do. I mean, but when you're coming up three-weight classes, three-weight classes, it just don't make sense. Crud has mastered his PED glove game. Crud? Canelo is small. Canelo has trouble with skilled smaller fighters. Ma'am, Star Girl. Canelo is getting hit by 175-pound men, professional fighters, and not getting knocked out. And you can have all the skill you want. It's just gonna take one time to hit you, unless you're gonna go through the whole fight and not get hit the whole entire fight. And we got to be realistic. Terence Crawford is not a defensive fighter like that. He's not the best defense. He's not Floyd Mayweather. He's going to get hit. It's the same thing with Kell Brook and Triple G. Was Kell Brook not outboxing Triple G, winning the fight, and then he got his face cracked? Literally. Super exceptional cheater. Because I mean, how else are you gonna go up three weight classes and beat? You're gonna listen. You're gonna go up three weight classes in one fight, and then you're going to beat the undisputed champion at that weight class. Now, if you pull that off, absolutely, you're great. Like you one of the best to ever do it if you can actually pull that off. But it's highly unlikely, and I don't even see people paying for that fight. I know the Crawford fans saying they want to see it, but who? Nobody is going to even. Me personally, I don't want to see that fight. But I'm not gonna lie. It's 3 o'clock. A part of me is like maybe he should get the fight so these people can see that these fantasy fights that they asking for is unrealistic. Like I don't know if people just haven't don't really understand the weight classes or how boxing works exactly, but it just doesn't work like that. You can be the best fighter. Let me see. That's like Jerron Ennis. Let me see. Tank at 135, but he fight at 140. That's like Jerron Ennis at 147 pulling somebody up from 135. The best at 135. It wouldn't make no sense. And Jerron Ennis would not get any credit for that. Because you fighting the best person three weight classes below you from 130. You just did the two. So no. But Star Girl, you saying Charlo didn't try? Why didn't he try? Why didn't he try? Why do you think he didn't try? Conti has the juice for Crud. I mean, you can do whatever juice you want. You going up three weight classes. I don't think it's gonna matter. He just riding on Canelo for clout. Pull counter in the building. Yes, he's absolutely riding on Canelo for clout. And everybody like buying it, even though it doesn't even make sense. That's why I came on here today because I seen this tweet and I'm like, all right, I'm about to say something because y'all gotta stop this. If he wanted to fight Canelo, why didn't he call out Canelo after the fight? Hold on, give me a second. Let me do this real quick. Hold on. Why didn't he call out Canelo after the fight? Let me find it. If you want to fight Canelo so bad, this is the fight you want. Hold on, I'm trying to figure out how to work this. I'm new. Bear with me. Congratulations, that Canelo. You made the so-called lion look like a baby cub. Why you dissing Charlo? Why you not calling out Canelo? This is the person that you want to fight. This is the person you saying that you want to fight. But you, congratulations, Canelo. You made him. Nah, man, call him out. This is who you want to fight. You should have been like, listen, put me in the ring. I'm not gonna look like that in there. I'm not gonna go in there and do that. But instead, You want to remove Charlo from your hit list and congratulate. You want to talk all the noise to Charlo, who now you saying you don't want to fight, and you want to congratulate Canelo, but this who you want to fight. No, man, it don't work like that. Say what you want. Call him out. And this is what Stargirl was saying. Terence is great at the mind games, and that's cool. And you putting this stuff up so we can talk about it. We're gonna talk about it because I'm gonna keep saying he still has to get through Earl Spence again. He still has to get through Earl Spence again. I'm gonna keep repeating that because we can't act like this fight is not. You can't sit here and act like the fight not gonna happen. It's happening. Whether y'all want to see it or y'all don't want to see it, it doesn't matter. It's happening. It's in the contract. Roberto Duran moving from 135 to 147 to fight Sugar Ray and Marvin and Hearns. He moved up from there to fight Ivan Barkley. Crawford trying to take EJ Stardom, but he is not a draw. Man, he's not. He will never take EJ Stardom. Nobody's taking EJ Stardom. It don't matter if Earl Spence get in the ring and lose again. Nobody's taking his stardom. Earl Spence has built his career on doing what he say he's gonna do, whether it's to his detriment or not. He does it. His fans are real fans. They diehard fans. They rhyme with EJ. Period. And we want to see the rematch because we know that something just wasn't right in a fight. It was matter of fact, it wasn't something. It was a lot of things that weren't right in the fight, and we want to see it again. There's too much controversy surrounding the first fight. And if it and this is another. If it was so easy, the fight was so easy. Why would you not want the fight again? Why would you not just go collect you another easy bag? Right? Why wouldn't you just be like, yeah, I'll fight him again? Like, why is it I don't want to? You should. I don't know why he want to fight again, but yeah, we could do it again. Now I want to fight at 147 because I don't want him to take it. Like that don't, to me, my 2 cents, that just doesn't make any logical sense to think that way. To me, especially if you about your money and you about business, go grab an easy bag if it's gonna be so easy. Yeah, Bud want that same bag, but I don't see Bud willing. I don't. Let's say Canelo did take the fight. I don't even think Bud would really fight Canelo. If they was like, you know what, here you go, here's the Canelo fight. I don't even really see him take, like, I don't. When has Bud ever just fought the best in whatever division he's in? When like, name at each weight class People look, people in the comments. In each weight class Bud was in, who was the best at that time, and did Terence fight them? That's a question. So y'all Google it, whatever y'all gonna do, and then come back and write in the comments. I'm curious because if he didn't fight the best at 135, I mean at 130 when they was the best, if he didn't fight the best at 135 when they was the best, if he didn't fight the best at 140 when they was at their best, if he didn't fight the best at 147 when they was at their best, what makes you think he's going to go to 168 and fight the best at their best? I'm just curious. At the end of the career. I mean, I guess if it's for a bag, I don't know. I don't know. But I'm glad y'all in the building. I need everybody to hit the like button. I've only been live a few times, so bear with me till I get the hang of things. But I just if you feel like this fight can happen, drop it in the comments and let me know why you think that. And I'm gonna drop the link so you know you can hop up here and let me matter of fact let me drop the link. Somebody say, here's a trivia question. When was the last time Bud took a blood test? I don't know. He over there with Victor. He said they take 50 blood tests. I don't know what he got going on. Ricky Burns was a world champion. Okay, well, and that was at 147. So Ricky Burns was one of the best in the weight class. That okay, that's one. All right. What was what? Oh, that was Jeff Horn. I'm thinking about. That's Jeff Horn. I'm thinking about. What weight was Ricky Burns? 130. Okay. And Ricky Burns was the best at 130. That's one person. He didn't been in 4 weight classes. I'm just asking. He ain't never fought Danny Garcia. He never fought Adrian Broner. I mean, he finally fought Sean Porter, but I mean, okay, he wasn't the best at that time. Okay, Marlo in the building. Marlo say Victor said both fighters took body testing. Okay, okay, but it's a lot of people really trying to ask for this fight. Like I don't know. And it's really like a talk. Like people really talking about this fight. And if they make this fight, it's we just need to get back to regular competitive fights. The fantasy fights, I mean, it's cool. We tried it. It's not as exciting as it sounds. Undisputed versus undisputed, that sounded real cool. That was great marketing. That sounded real cool. Undisputed, undisputed. But it just it didn't give what it was supposed to give because you coming up 2 weight classes off of injury, 16-month layoff. Everybody already know what's like it's maybe to people that don't normally watch boxing that sounded like, oh yeah, that's cool. But every people that watch boxing and understand that this weight class is for a reason, we already knew what was up. We expected more of a fight. We expected Charlo to be more aggressive. We expected Charlo to take more risk, but he didn't do that for whatever reason. Maybe he made a business decision so he can continue fighting. But my point is, they need to stop doing that because it's distasteful. You know what I'm saying? Nobody wants to be hyped up for these big fights paying this money and then it just doesn't live up to the hype. It's like deflating the air out of a balloon. It's like they taking the air out of boxing with this type of stuff. And they taking the air out of boxing with this type of stuff. We need to see fights that's more competitive, that's more engaging, that's more realistic, that don't leave you feeling like, oh, they just doing it for money. They just taking my money first and they just doing it for money. When you a fan of something and you support something, you don't want to feel like that. I know I don't want to feel like that. AJ64, salute. Victor Postal, what was that at? Was that 140? SBG Mello say Bud better stay away from Canelo. Jamel took some shots. Bud is not going to stand up to. And that's what I was just saying, SBG Mello. Because I mean they keep saying it's skill, power don't win fights, it's skill. And that's cool. Your skill could maybe help you last a couple rounds in the fight, but you still gonna get hit. That's the thing. Unless you about to go in there with your great skill, land punches, and don't get hit, you're going to get hit. Canelo ain't no slouch. He is the undisputed at the 168. So you're gonna get hit. I mean, what are we talking about? And when does Crawford have this super chin? When did Crawford get this super chin? We've seen him get hit, rock, wobble. We've seen all of that. So to think that he gonna go up and just box around the ring and not get hit, like I don't know. I want somebody to tell me how would Terence Crawford win against Canelo. All I keep hearing is he got skills. How would his skill? How would the skill, like in your mind? What would the fight look like for Terence Crawford to win? That's what I'm curious. Okay. Stargirl says Crawford will beat Canelo with reach, foot movement, skills. Canelo gets tired. Canelo is not that great. Bud is. Okay. Stargirl, did Canelo get tired in this fight? Did you see Canelo sit down? Because I seen Canelo stand up through all the 12 rounds. He didn't look tired to me. And Charlo was moving the whole night. And that's one thing Charlo did do. He was moving the whole night. He was moving the whole night. So we before the fight, we was all saying, oh, if Charlo can do this and carry him into the later rounds because Canelo gas out. Canelo didn't gas out. I didn't see no gassing out. He stood up bouncing around the whole fight. So you can't count on the gassing out. You can throw that out the window. They fight at 154. That's the way he fought Floyd. That was a long time ago. He don't fight at 154 no more. He used to, but he can't make that or go back to that. He fighting all the way up at 175. He fighting all the way up at 175. His body is acclimated to that. He's you know what I'm saying? He's acclimated to those big weight classes. His body is filled out. You don't just jump weight classes. I mean, listen. You think Terence Crawford gonna put all that weight and this person he say he got movement? That movement not gonna be the same with the extra weight. Nobody is taking into account once you put the weight on, what's gonna change. Once you put the weight on, what will change? Terence Crawford will not be moving around and looking like 147 Terence Crawford at 168 because he hasn't acclimated to the weight. Let's say he could be Canelo. Let's say Terence Crawford could be Canelo at 168. He's not going to do it in jumping up and fighting him. No, no, no. He would have to go up there, fight a couple fights, get acclimated to the weight, get used to the power. He would have to do all of that and then fight Canelo. That would be, it's still a little unrealistic, but that would be more believable than thinking you can jump up 3 weight classes and fight Canelo, the undisputed champion at that division. when you've never even, it just is, it doesn't make sense. Just do in the building, salute. American One, what's going on? So I mean, I just want, like, I just want to think about it logically. Like I just want us to think about this logically. It sound good. It sound good. Terence Crawford go up three weight classes. He demolished the undisputed champion twice because he got to go through Spence. So let's not forget that he has to beat Spence twice. He has to beat him again. So if he beat him again, go up three weight classes. But why? Why wouldn't you just fight Charlo? Why wouldn't you just fight Charlo? That would make more sense. That would make a lot more sense instead of trying to skip over and go to Canelo when the truth is Canelo got tons of people he should be fighting. Ain't no way he should be worried about somebody at 147. He shouldn't even be entertaining it. Like he should be annoyed every time a reporter asks him about that. Because it like he should roll his eyes. Because why do y'all keep asking me about this little like this little I just fought somebody two weight classes down. And what did that do for Canelo? So I say he should fight Charlo, but this what he tweet after the fight. Okay, y'all, I'm over at Twin Charlo. He's no longer on my hit list. He went out there and laid down and let Canelo spank him like he was his daddy with no type of resistance. Laughing emoji. So Terrence, what does that have to do with him fighting you? What does that have to do with him fighting you? That doesn't have anything to do with him fighting you. You should have been like, I got Charlo next. You should first of all, you should have called out one of these gentlemen if this was who you supposedly want to fight after Spence. You should have said after the Spence fight, because you never acknowledged the Spence fight. You keep deflecting from it like you don't have to fight that fight next. You over at Twin Charlo. You not even over Spence yet. You keep deflecting from that fight. I haven't even heard you mention it ever since you thought you was about to play and manipulate the rematch with the weight clause until Espinoza came out and said, "Listen, if you think you about to get out this fight by saying you wanted at 147 and then think you're gonna get a fight at 54, that's not happening." That's basically what Espinoza said in the interview. I haven't heard a mention of the fight, so I don't really know what's going on with that. If anybody got any updates about that, please let me know in the comments. So he's over Twin Charlo. And I'm like, why are you over Twin Charlo? Why is he no longer on your hit list? Because he lost to Canelo? So you saying if Charlo would have beat Canelo, then that would have qualified him to fight you? Like this was the fight to see if he was gonna fight you? No. He's still the unified champion at 154. So he still should be somebody you should fight. He still should be somebody you want to fight. You cannot take credit for Canelo's win and then say you don't want to fight him no more. That's my 2 cents. Like how I don't get how the two are correlated. I don't get how the two are correlated. I say after the Spence rematch, let Bud fight Canelo and Bud will get what he's looking for. Man, I just think it's all cap for real. I mean, as soon as they say let's make the Canelo fight, Canelo no longer gonna be on Bud hit list. That's what's gonna happen. Canelo no longer gonna even be on Bud hit list. Don't be surprised when Crawford is stronger in the clinch versus Canelo. Then Bud haters will say Canelo was never that good. Bud on PEDs, 3 times undisputed. Listen, PEDs can do a lot of things, but they don't make you invincible. They don't make you invincible. You can still be beat. You can still be knocked out. It can still be overcame. So it's a lot of snack fighters getting beat up. If Bud want to make history, why doesn't he take the winner of Zoo versus Mendoza, then Jamel for undisputed 3 times undisputed? That would be good. I mean, if he beats Spence, if he beats Spence in the rematch, we gotta keep saying that. If he beats Spence in the rematch, then yes, I can absolutely I can see it. But he gotta beat Spence in the rematch. Canelo needs to be fighting a 168 fighter. He needs to fight a 168 fighter. And that's what I'm saying. Why is Canelo always attached to these smaller guys? And I'm not really, I don't really even follow Canelo like that, but he be attached to these smaller fighters. Let's fight somebody at 168. You're gonna like you have people that want to lined up to fight you at 168. You got people lined up that want to fight you at 160, but you think you finna you already skipped all over them to get 154 pounder. Now you're gonna go get a 147 pounder. That's just gonna be that's just ridiculous. Let me see find out how I can drop the link. Charlo was too damn slow, and when he did counter strike, it was only a 3-piece, while Canelo was returning back for a 6-piece of striking. And I think Canelo hands was probably faster than he thought, but he was man, he was getting out of the way of a lot of those punches. You could tell he did not want to be hit. Canelo went from 160 to 175 to fight Kovalev. Bud can go from 147 to 168 and beat Canelo. All right, Star Girl. I mean, hey, everybody entitled to their own 2 cents. If you believe that, you believe in your fighter, that's cool. But I just don't I don't see it's a huge risk for Terence Crawford. And who's to say that like that's a big payday? Like why do people think that Terence Crawford will get paid so much money to fight Canelo? Because it's Canelo. I mean, you still had to bring something to the table. Let me hold on, y'all. Let me find the link so I can drop the link. Here we go. All right, I'm about to drop the link in the chat so everybody can come up and tell me. David Morrell 168. I think will do well. It seemed like everybody ducking David Morrell. It seemed like a lot of people ducking David Morrell. Charlo is a nobody anymore. Crawford wants that 3-time undisputed. How is Charlo a nobody? He's a nobody? Why? Why is he a nobody? I mean, he had a bad fight. That doesn't make you a nobody. Fighters have bad fights. I mean, could he have done something different and better? Yeah, he could have, but I mean, we just now he's a nobody. Like that's crazy. The man still got three. The man still has. He would still be undisputed right now at 154 if they didn't strip him of his belt and just give it to Tim Zoo. I mean, they just took the belt. Like, here, give me that, Charlo. Here you go, Tim. You champion now. Come on, man. Can y'all click that link? Y'all click the link. So let's just. I mean, let's just be logical. I mean, it's all fun. Listen, if one thing that I absolutely can appreciate Terence Crawford for is keeping up the drama and always giving us something to talk about in boxing. He's excellent at that. Some people say he don't market himself well and this and that. Listen, he markets himself very well, very well. Every other day he's saying something ridiculous, and then a couple of days later he's going back and retracting the ridiculousness and saying something even more ridiculous, contradicting the first ridiculous. So now Charlo's not on his hit list. Cool, cool. You definitely not finna fight Canelo. So after the Spence fight, What are you going to do? Because I mean, it's win or lose. Let's say Terence Crawford loses this fight. He's still a top fighter. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna have to fight at 154. I believe the fight will be at 154. So I don't think it's gonna be for the belts. And everybody's like, oh, it should be 47 for the belts. They already fought for the belts. They've already fought for the belts. Spence lost the belts. He lost them. He lost. Terence Crawford beat him. Terence Crawford, number one pound for pound, best fighter on the planet. He beat him. He already lost the belts. There's no need to fight for them again. Let's fight at 154. Everybody know that's where I want to fight. Y'all know that's where I want to fight. Crawford know that's where I want to fight. And I mean, talking about you need it in writing, that don't even make sense. I've said it multiple times. Matter of fact, you already know I need to fight at 54. That's why you've been stalling and waiting me out this long. Because you know I was gonna have issues make doing away, so you already know. So this writing stuff don't make no sense. This saying you want the fight at 147, so he don't take the fight, it don't make no sense. The saying you're gonna go up to 168 and fight Canelo, it don't make no sense. So I'm just trying to make sense of what's going on, and I'm just curious if y'all can help me. I just dropped the link. Y'all click the link. A lot of people think the Crawford skill and his footwork. I mean, when you add weight and you know what I'm saying, you add more muscle, and that muscle need more oxygen and this and that and all this extra. You're not gonna just go up there and be bouncing and moving around like you was three weight classes below, and your body haven't got acclimated to all that. And then you up here fighting the best. Yo,
Two
what's
cents.
up, Ross?
Man, you should have texted me and said you was on. I just happened to look
I
online.
did text you. I text you the link.
You did? Okay,
Yeah.
because I just woke up and some told me I should get on the computer and I see you. I say she up there cooking. It don't make sense. 2 cents.
You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense.
Yeah.
I don't even know why we even entertain. And it's people really talking about it like, well, really discussing. I'm talking about boxes and everything. And I'm like, maybe I'm missing something. But it don't make no sense.
Yeah. And I don't even know what you talking about, what makes sense and what don't make sense. Only thing I heard was it don't make no sense. Then I clicked on it. So
We talking about Crawford going up to fight Canelo at 168.
oh yeah, that don't make no sense.
Because look, let me show you. He put this tweet up today. Hold on, let me. This what got me on here. Let me hop on here live and talk about this. Say, let me hop on here and
Yeah,
just.
it's a Charlo is nobody anymore. Crawford lost a 3 time undisputed. See, Charlo still got them three. Ain't Charlo still undisputed at 154?
He unified. They took his belt and gave it to Tim Zoo.
Oh, well, man. Charlo is somebody who say some stuff like that.
Huh?
It's a Charlo is a nobody. See, they say stupid stuff.
So look, this is what he tweeted today. Laugh out loud. What's y'all thoughts on Canelo saying he can make a fight with Spence at 160, but for me, he said I can't make the weight. Wouldn't make a
Cause
difference.
you,
Just a thought. So I'm saying like you just said you first of all you said you'll fight him at 168. Now you trying to make it seem like he ain't gonna come down and fight you at 160, but he was gonna fight Spence at 160. Like you just playing all these mind games because you knew you have no intentions on going up to 168 to fight Canelo. So here you go throwing a tweet out about 160 because he was gonna fight Spence at 160. Like, why are you so focused on Canelo? Like, you don't have to get through Spence. You gotta have a rematch with Earl Spence. You have to go through Spence again. You're not even. It's like you deflecting from the fight. You're not even mentioning the rematch.
cause he's a sucker, and all his fans are suckers. That's why. That sucker think that he just go do what he want to do. He think he Earl Spence. See, he not getting the respect that Earl Spence get because he don't sell fights like Earl Spence sell fights. You see what I'm saying? So ain't nobody gonna respect what he say or even care what he's saying because he ain't talking about nothing. I
And he
don't
just
care what belt he won. He ain't talking about nothing.
ain't talking about nothing. I'm like, and it's the talk. Like everybody keep talking about it everywhere, and everybody keep asking about it. I'm seeing fight hype talking about it, like they're really talking about this, and I'm like, are they really trying to? I know they wouldn't make this fight. I know they wouldn't make this fight because it wouldn't be no real interest in it. It just really wouldn't be no because we just seen what happened with Charlo and Canelo. The whole move up, the undisputed versus. It sounds good to market the fight, but when you see it, it not what it's cracked up to be. Like
No,
y'all
because
making
Terence
all
Crawford
these
don't hold no weight.
fantasy video game fights, move up three weight classes, and do man, especially with Canelo, like it wouldn't even make sense to do that.
He a cornball.
Derek James
Terence
can't
Crawford
take
wants some
Spence to
attention.
the next level. He needs Floyd Senior. His defense is horrible. What you mean? Spence is at the highest level. He just fought for undisputed. What level is higher than that? I mean, he didn't win. What's the next level, Marlo? What's the next level?
I think Marlon delusional.
Derek James had a unified champion, an undisputed champion. He still got a unified champion. I don't know what's up with all the Derek James hate as if he not a good trainer. Like your trainer, your fighter get one loss, and now all of a sudden you never was a good trainer. That don't make sense. People lose fights all the time. It's boxing.
These people pitiful. They is just say
People
some stuff
lose
like
fights
that.
all the time. It is boxing. His defense been
Muhammad Ali
fine.
lost. Muhammad Ali lost fights. They talking about he the greatest of all time. What is he talking about?
I don't know. It's like one L, and then all of a sudden you a C-level fighter. You're not going to the Hall of Fame. All this crazy stuff.
He going to the Hall of Fame.
He definitely going to the Hall of Fame. Tim Bradley in the Hall of
Yeah.
Fame.
I mean, they say Chop Chop Corley ain't going to the Hall of Fame.
Why?
I understand, but Chop Chop Corley even got a belt. I think any fighter that won a belt need to go to the Hall of Fame.
Any fighter that won a belt, just
So
one.
any fighter that's a champion. Yep. That's the whole thing to be a champion. You're a champion.
It's too
All
many belts
champions
though.
need to
That's
go
the
to the Hall of
thing.
Fame.
That's why it's too many belts.
Well, we need to make one.
They do need to make one. They do need to make one. Let's see. Holyfield was champion and changed trainers. I mean, but like if you even understand Spence and his personality, even if Spence should get a new trainer, he probably not going to because that's just that type of person he is. He been rocking with Derrick James this whole time, and then they had a hard fight. They had a bad fight. Whatever happened, whatever was going on, whatever the reasoning was, that don't mean all of a sudden you get a new trainer. Did Canelo change trainers when he lost fight? When he lost a fight? No, he kept his same trainer.
He
Nobody
need to
said he
change
need to get
weed.
rid of him. Huh?
Spence need to change his weed, man. So whatever they gave him that night, they messed him up a little too much. But they ain't talking about that.
No, they ain't saying nothing about that. And that's why I'm
Mm-mm.
saying we keep like Terence Crawford is really deflecting from the rematch. Like he don't want people talking about it because why aren't you talking about it? This is your fight. You need to be selling it. You want people to watch it again. Like you should be all the controversy. Let's sell it once and for all. This next fight. Why is that not your rhetoric? You talking about trying to beg for a fight from Canelo?
Because when people watch that fight, they're gonna watch them gloves. They're gonna watch all the cheating tactics he pulled and did.
You definitely about to be under more scrutiny. People definitely. I mean, you
Mm-hmm.
should have expected that when you became a quote unquote superstar. When you became a star, you should have expected people to be looking at you more, looking at you look more closely, listening more to what you're saying, listening to you keep
Mm-hmm.
constantly contradicting yourself.
Yep.
Snoopy Mac, what's up?
He was a constant contradiction. Salute. Salute.
So that's all. I just
Two
want
cents. Go ahead, cook
to. I'm gonna hop on here for about an hour, just chit chat about this real quick, cause it's weird, man. It's just I don't know. I don't know how he get away with this. I don't know how people agree with this. I don't know why his fan base not calling for him to fight Charlo instead of trying to fight Canelo, because that's more realistic. That makes more sense. And if he can fight Canelo at
it. Mm-hmm.
160, like he's saying here, he can go fight Charlo at 160. Because I heard Charlo is being advised not to go back to 154.
He don't want that smoke. He most definitely don't want that smoke.
Because who unless he gonna go fight Tim Tszyu for the belt, fight Tim Tszyu for the belt, and then make an undisputed fight with Charlo at 154.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. I'm gonna drop the link in the chat again. Anybody want to hop up here? Is there anybody want to hop up here and tell me?
Hey, how you got that thing going across your bottom, Two cents?
It say banners on the side. You know where it say like comments, banners, brand, private chat on the side. I clicked on banners, and then you can type in what you wanted to say,
Mm. Let me tell you right now.
and then it'll
Hey, this
start.
apple is so good.
You was crunching on that apple. I think Tim Tszyu about to fight. I think Tim Tszyu about to fight Mendoza, right? Somebody look that up and let me know. And they wanted Tim Tszyu to be a champion so bad, they just took the belt and gave it to him. Here,
Mm-hmm.
they
They
wanted
always
him to
taking
have
something from the black man.
they just took it and gave, like, give me that Charlo. Here you go, Tim champion. You champion now. Here you go. Like, it's crazy. But I don't know. Are they fighting for the vacant belt, or did they just give it to him? I wasn't clear on that.
Man, this something right here. I
You
see it
see it?
right here, Two cents.
But I'm
Yeah.
using the free version. I ain't see where you can add the sounds and stuff. Maybe that's on the paid version.
I can show you. I think you can add it. I don't know what's up, but I can show you.
So I'm gonna be
Mm-hmm.
going live more. I got about 7 more minutes on here. I said I was gonna hop up here for an hour. So I'm gonna be going live more, coming on here, just talking boxing. Yeah, Mendoza, that's who he fight. But I'm saying, do y'all know if it's for the vacant belt? Is it a vacant, like a fight for a vacant belt? Because Mendoza been upsetting people. He just beat Fundora.
Mm.
Yep, he just beat Fundora. And I see they trying to build a fight with Clarissa Shields and Alicia Baumgardner. I know you don't mess with Shields, Ross. No, Zoo is defending the belt. See, so they gave it to him.
Oh yeah, we over here balling that. Two cents.
What'd you
We
say?
got the chicken man. I just made the chicken.
Oh yeah, you got the ticker.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I gotta go. I gotta go by T-Mobile because I got another phone and get the phone number, and I'm gonna have it so people can call in too. But we're gonna get it cracking over here.
Hey, yeah.
So I mean, I'm ready to see this Shakur De Los Santos fight. I mean, even though I think Shakur gonna win, but I think that the first 3 rounds, first 3 4 rounds, De Los Santos got a shot. He got to give it all he got for Shakur pick him apart.
Yeah, we gonna find out.
I'm dropping the link for anybody that want to hop on. What up, Supreme L? You dropped the link.
Okay, let me see.
But yeah, for all the new people joining the chat, if it's anybody in the chat that want to come up and explain why or how you see Terence Crawford beating Canelo Alvarez at 168, please let me know. And as you can see from the tweet, he not even talking about fighting him at 168. He trying to get 160, trying to trying to insinuate like Canelo might be ducking him, or you know that's what his fan base gonna start saying. You know that's what his
Yeah,
fan base gonna start saying. Oh, why he can fight Spencer 160, but he don't want to fight Crawford. But I would like an update on the Crawford Spence fight. I mean, not Crawford Spence. Yeah, Crawford Spence fight. I want to know what's going on, what weight they gonna be at, when they plan on having it. Like they not saying nothing, and we stuck sitting here debating if Crawford really gonna fight Canelo, and we know that's not happening, or it shouldn't be happening. Let me say that it shouldn't be happening.
hmm
I don't even know what that's gonna look like. But y'all punch that like button. If you're not subscribed,
let me.
subscribe to the channel. I got about 4 more minutes on here. Y'all know who
Yeah,
fighting
hit that
tonight.
like button. Hmm.
Hey, how you get wrenches on here?
You got to go back to YouTube and you can pass out with.
Oh, I gotta be on YouTube.
Yeah, you got to have YouTube open up too.
Charlo needs to be suspended until I get my $85 back. Nah, man.
Yeah,
Hey, Ross, wouldn't that be something?
yeah.
You could start voting to suspend the fight if you like, man, they was BS. But I guess that'd be kind of subjective, but still. And that's the thing, they making these fights for it seems like the casuals that don't really understand what's going on making these fantasy fights. Making fights with people three weight classes and all that. Fantasy fights, like it's a video game. Okay, you got Supreme L. Let me see. Yo, Supreme, what's up?
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? So what's going on, Big Ross?
What's going on? We in Counter Line.
Hey, Supreme, what you think about this tweet?
Well, I think it's hilarious for real.
Yeah, I thought it was funny
I
too.
don't
That's why I
think.
hopped up here to talk about
I mean, this guy. Hold on. All right. Yeah, that's my daughter. My bad. Yeah, man, that's just crazy, man. This dude, you can't take him serious. You can't take Crawford serious, man.
it. Yeah, at all. He just want to keep
I mean,
people talking.
yeah.
I think he just
And
want to
then you
keep people
say,
talking. And that's what people gonna say, like, oh, why he was gonna fight Smith? But Spence is the bigger fighter. Like Crawford is coming up, and Spence was coming down to fight.
yeah,
So that's why people would more so want to see that versus a 130 pounder coming up to fight. Nobody want to see that because you too small. No matter how good your skill is.
yeah. And
So
again, I'm with kind of Ashanti. Bud doesn't impress me. I mean, and I said this time ago. He don't impress me, man.
no, no, and that's what I was saying. Like, when has he ever fought? Like, when does he fight the best fighters in the weight class? He doesn't, and he gonna go all the way up to 168 and fight the best fighter in that weight class. Come on,
Right.
it just don't make sense. We gotta make it make sense. But
Yeah,
I would
he
said I was
truly.
gonna go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh no, no, go ahead.
No, I was gonna say I can't see him, not getting it on at 154 with EJ. I mean, he he got problems either way. You know what I'm saying? He either got to face EJ or he got to face Boots, or either way he's in the pickle. He's in the jam. So he
He fighting somebody, is what you're saying.
right, pretty much.
He can do all this deflecting, but he got to go through Spence again, and that's the fight he really needs to be talking about. That's the fight they
Right,
both
right,
need to
because
be talking about. They both need to be
right,
selling the fight right now.
right, right, exactly. Because if he want more money to fight EJ, right, he don't want to give up the money that he has to pay off. You know what I'm saying? To pay him off to go to court, lose it. No, either way he got to either fight EJ or he got to pay him.
So you think paying him is an option? Like you think
Yeah,
he don't want to fight
yeah,
EJ?
yeah. Yeah, paying him is if he don't fight him, he can get sued. So he
No,
have to
no,
pay
no.
him. You
I
know what
know.
I'm
I'm
saying?
saying you think that that's an option for him. I'm saying like you think he thinking like, man, I just pay him, or you just saying that.
Well, I'm thinking in his mind he don't want that drama because he know if he go up to 54, it's gonna be some problems. Because one, you and Ross and the team has brought the juicing to light, so people are gonna be skeptical on that. So he's not gonna just be VADA testing. He gonna get tested more than VADA. So and with that being said, he's he's in the pickle. He's going to either have to pay him, like give him a little something maybe, which I doubt. I doubt EJ take that route. He gonna make him fight him. He
Yeah,
want that lick back.
yeah. They definitely gonna have to fight. I mean, there's no getting out of it unless like you say, he just be like, I'm gonna buy my way out of the fight. But that would be crazy. Well, I don't know why you would do that.
It's gonna cost some money. It costs too much money. He can make around soon for that whole 25 million he just got. That ain't no,
There you
you know
go.
what I'm saying? He,
But you know
he
how
get
we was
paid
talking
step
earlier
and
about
down.
how this is similar to Wilder Fury. Fury tried to do the same thing.
Yep. When they went to the arbitration, that's right.
He did the same thing. So I'm like, what is the point of them doing this? And maybe it's just to stall the fight
Yeah, that's a tactic. That's true.
because you know you can't win this. We got a contract,
Right.
so
Yeah, and that's bonding.
yeah, you have bonding. Yes, like you either finna pay me these millions or you about to fight me. So I don't know, but thank y'all for hopping up here. I just said I was gonna be up here an hour today. I'm gonna be going live a lot more often. I ain't got no drops like Ross.
Go to I was telling Big Ross, go to myinstance.com and you can get all the ones you can.
My
Yeah.
instance. Type it in the
Yeah.
chat. Type it in the chat.
Uh I'm, let me see. Let me see. Right.
What is it? Yeah, now I got the ticker going across the bottom. Uh, Rich 2 cents.
That's all right. I like
What
that.
time you coming back on, Ross?
Uh, I don't, shit. I'm about to go get me some medicine.
Oh, you sick? I see you blowing your nose. That's your allergies.
Yeah, yeah. I didn't even know I had allergies until I walked to these people's house with all these dogs and cats and all kind of stuff. And I left, and a couple hours later, I'm like, man, my nose running. That's why I didn't get on last night.
Man, them allergies put you down quick.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get some Benadryl or whatever, something for this stuff.
Somebody needs to interview that little guy uses and ask him why he always squeezing that glove. Man, he probably ain't gonna do nothing but an interview.
All right, well, do your thing though, sis. As more as you get on, let me know, and I'll definitely jump on. So
All right,
keep up the
make
good
sure y'all
work.
hit the notification bell so it can let. Did it tell you I was live? Did it tell y'all I was live?
I
Actually, I
got
seen you. Nah, I seen you up there.
I just woke up and then I look on here and I see it on YouTube.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, he dropped out.
What you say that site was? You gonna put it in the chat?
Yeah, I put it in there. You ain't hold on. Let me go to.
I don't know. Let
I
me see.
think I got to put
Sometimes
it in
the
comment.
oh, you put in a private chat.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
okay. I see it. I see it. I see it.
Okay, you got okay. I'm just now getting this together too. So
Yeah, I'm just.
we'll keep up the good work, sis, and as you grow, we here for you. So just keep up the
All
good
right.
work.
All right, y'all. Thank everybody for
All
coming
right,
by.
peace.
Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe button and stay tuned for the next live. Peace.